It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Kansas City Chiefs. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. That's complete, Kemikalmbalinsce. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Off by Julian Blackmon. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and a yard at the 44-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
52's the mark, 52.
Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And they'll get this down to the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of two. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. To throw again, Jackson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And now third and goal following incompletions on first and second down. They'll try and run. Taylor. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the fourth down.
For the Colts field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Well, conventional football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
58, come on. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Mecole Hardman. He will take this all the way.
Mecole Hardman.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Taylor looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Now it's Jackson. Looking for Campbell downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Kansas City Chiefs. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Equinemius St. Brown, 81 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. First play from scrimmage all the way into the end zone. And look, the pass was good, but that run after the catch, that's what was really impressive.
And I think the big question I have is, where were the safeties? Where was the tackling? Because going into this game, they had to know that they were going to be tested. That was a part of the defense that had to stand up. And on that play, not even close.
25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Gerald McCoy.
Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They go play action with Jackson. The pass underneath Heat. Here's Hines with it. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Jackson now. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a
nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Ready up. 52. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
11 yards there, 1st down.
And the Colts 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Well, he was trying to make something happen there outside of the pocket, but ultimately what did happen was a loss of yardage.
Yeah, he held on to it for a long time, didn't he? As you talked about, trying to make something happen, hoping something would come open, but it didn't. Ends up shoveling it off, ends up going for negative play.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Quarterback is.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Play action. It's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Makes it
from the 21, it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to wind up and air it out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive,
Jackson.
It does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Taylor.
Number
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
on the tackle.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown,
Jonathan Taylor. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
His kick is
And he's got it up and through.
That ties the game at 7. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Nicole Hartman on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that's complete. Albert Okuebuna. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards the pick up there.
It's a gain of
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now it's Mahomes again. Flush to his right. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletic.
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Equanimeous St. Brown with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Throwing is Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Chiefs 21, Colts 7. Harrison.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
From the 31, Jackson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
27 on the play.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Harold Landry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On second down, it's Taylor. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. To throw is Jackson. Campbell making the catch. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
First down, Colts. They'll run on 1st down. Taylor.
It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for first. Now it's Jackson. Being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 35-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. The give to Taylor. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines. And it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Jackson. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks.
First down.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They go play action now. Jackson steps away to his left. And he rifles one incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Now a dump off here complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now it's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
They turn to Taylor on fourth. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that is caught for a touchdown, Kansas City. Equanimous St. Brown there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 56. Mike, 56.
They'll run with Taylor. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time.
It's a gain of 32.
Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Yeah, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. A third quarter action from Kansas City, second down and 10.
At the 46-yard line.
Jackson now off the bootleg. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the return will stop him well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Taylor. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Jonathan Taylor, the ball carrier. Mac Wilson on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
The Colts on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Jackson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Taylor. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
The ball carrier.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On first down, it's Taylor. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down.
Jackson on first down. Open man is Samuel, complete. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Mecole Hardman. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
On the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. He's going to go up top again. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
St. Brown brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. And going deep for Hill. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Thornhill on the tackle.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll find Taylor there. That's complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Colts.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Tarvarius Moore, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well. But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
The 1st down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run once more with Taylor. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
Today's final score, Chiefs 28.
And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, well, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Kansas City, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, their woes continue as the record falls now to 1-10. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.